Hey, Angel, my angel. How you doing? Oh, I'm feeling partly cloudy. I'm just taking a break from packing. What's that? A whole dozen. Jeez, thanks. What do my mornings be like without you and Donut Man? Nah, I haven't figured out where I'm going yet. That one? God provides, right? Hey, I can always carry a sign that says former stuntman seeks life until studio settles. I'll be fine. Huh? You like them? I just found these sneakers in the closet. I've had them since I was a kid. I got them the summer my father died. I was 11. Man, we were piss poor then. My father just keels over one afternoon in the subway. That was it. Anyway, this one day, me and my mother and my Aunt Billy, she was a bookie. We were on my way to buy me these red Cads for the first day of school, because all summer they are all I talked about. Right in front of the sneaker store, this man with no legs was like stapled to a skateboard selling pencils. He didn't even look like a man at all to me. He was all hunched over and real skinny and ratty looking. He had these knuckle pads on his hands so he wouldn't get calluses from scooching along the streets. And he had this sign, "Help the crippled, buy a pencil." So we got about, I don't know, like 10, 20 feet away from him, and I started to laugh. I couldn't stop. My mother kept shushing me. I was gone. I was so out of control that my mother starts to cry. And the legless guy was looking real upset, so I don't know. I guess out of desperation, my aunt takes this pell-mell she was smoking out of her mouth, burns me on the back of my neck with it. Freaked and ran. I could hear my mother yelling, "Vinny, stop." Then he'd come back. I just kept running. I don't even remember where I went. I stayed out a real long time. When I got home, it was dusk out. My mother was cooking dinner and Aunt Billy was smoking, taking bets on the phone and yapping away. I real quiet snuck up to my room and I laid down on the bed, and I could not get the picture of that legless guy out of my head. I guess I just fell asleep thinking about him, because when I woke up it was real dark out, you know? Not that early dark, that real night dark. All of a sudden my mother comes in and flips the light on. She's carrying a box. She sits down on my bed, kisses my head. Aunt Billy comes in a cloud of smoke, stands in the doorway smiling at me with her eyes and her brown teeth. Ma says, "Here are your Keds, Vinny. And I hope you wear them in good health." She said the "I hope you wear them in good health" part like she was saying a prayer. And I opened the box. They were my brand new Keds. Ma says, "Try them on, make sure they fit," so I do. She starts to tell me how upset she was by my behavior that day and how embarrassed she was for the poor crippled man. That's what she called him, a poor crippled man. She said she took all the money she was going to buy my Keds with and gave it to the poor crippled man, but he said he knew my dad died. My dad gave him coffee money every day, so I wouldn't take it. Ma told him she didn't think I deserved these new sneakers, and the legless guy said, "Oh yeah, he does. You buy them for him." For me. He said, "For me. You tell him I said he should wear them in good health." Well, she finishes the story and my feet are in the sneakers and I realize that they are way too big for me, and Well, I point this out to my mother, and I can see that my aunt has this real shit-eating grin on her face. Ma says, well, Vin, I guess you're just gonna have to go back to the store tomorrow and exchange them. Yourself. My mother. My mother. So the next day I got close to the sneaker store and I spotted the legless guy on the same spot in the front. I walked up to him and he said, hey, Vinny, and I said, A, not really looking at him because with no legs, we were the same height and up close, that just spooked the shit out of me. So I just stood there, staring down at my feet. He said, I'm sorry about your dad, Vinny. He was a real great man. I said, yeah. I started to cry. I'm not sure if it was my dad I was crying about, or my shame over the legless man. He took my hand. I just wanted to pull it away and run down the street screaming. His hand was so warm, so strong. It reminded me of my dad's. So he asked me, do I like my new sneakers? I said, yeah, but they're too big. I gotta exchange them. He said, you hold on to these. You're going to be one hell of a man one day, like your dad. You'll grow into him. I did, didn't I? You know what? I'm not going to make a liar out of him. This is just what I need to get my ass back in gear. I've been thrown out of way better places than this. Oh. I just remembered something my mother said to me right before she died. She's laying in this hospital bed like after this major hysterectomy. She says to me, well, Vin, your old house just got renovated. You're on your own. I was fine then. I'll be fine again. Yeah. See you tomorrow. Thanks. You're on your own, Ben. No shit, Mom. No shit.